Dr. Manmohan was called as the best finance minister in the world. 35 financial awards was given to this man. I'm not appreciating Dr. Manmohan, yes, he's smiling. He's a man of the world, man of the American. So this question of, economy, it's not a question that is he doesn't know. But the point is, he was treated as better finance minister than Mr. Nixon of the United States and Mr. Thatcher. Anyway, so let's recall it that IMF provided the two serious lending of the IMF, India got good fundamentals. And due to these fundamentals, India has started rising now. The first basic foundation was laid down by the Dr. Manmohan during his parliament. After that, however, we know that the BJP came. Mr. Mahendra was there, but he never turned. He accelerated the process which was laid down by Manmohan. So now, India is very country. We reached 8 to 9% high to your rate. So at least the foundation is very strong now. Anyway, so let me call it now just a NRI. What is NRI money? NRI. No resident here. NRI, the story is the basic difference of interest rate. Suppose interest rate is 2% in United States and your deposit rate in bank in India is 10%. But the cash 8%. So the entire capital will come to India. Maybe 1% actually did. We did it. In the 80s, we invited NRI money. We increased our deposit rate in banking, and in United States, in Europe, the interest rate was very low. So the all non-resident Indians provided money. It was 20%, even 60% in 1985. NRI money, what I'm saying, 60% NRI money in our total land capital inflow in 1985. Is it what? Sorry, sir? No, in case I think, I'm just, maybe, yes, sir, right. Okay. We had only few dollars, less than $1 billion, and again we provided the assignment. So now, if I conference in the world, I hear you attend, and they say, okay, we are the friend of India, please tell them, no, you are not friend. You are money lender only. As a money lender takes money and takes your own opportunities of your life, it only compulsory charges, and those are they are friends. They are just like it. Money lender, and just like it. Direct money lender are Gora and all kinds of people. Anyway, but this is for a factor. This is a false factor. If the benefit of this capital is, you increase immediately one interest rate, take the entire amount. It's wonderful. Just pay more cash, you will get the maximum amount. Indian bank was flooded in this behalf of this, modern, that we increase deposit rate. But I want to ask question. If Nepal increases 20% deposit rate, whether NRI will go there? Foreign capital will go there? No. Because any fee before entering the house, think about how he can go out. So his safety is also very important. So that is why India is number one, first straightforward. When he takes terror, everybody is interested. So okay, take this part, don't worry, because you are safe country. You are not a Uganda. You are not a Pakistan president. Where the money is not the difference. No, you are safe. Your history, India is a very safe country. So they provide the money. So okay, again after 91, when India is now the pro-cycle, because we can call it the pro-cycle. Pro-cycle means when your cycle is going upward, NRI money is there. When your cycle is coming down, they are asking your money back. So our question and answering that NRI money always is pro-cycle. Can I ask this question? Pro-cycle means when your fundamentals are high. Your economy is going. Okay. Next, commercial borrowing. Commercial borrowing is based on the very, it is not based on the granted rate. You take money directly from the market. Maybe Exim Bank of Japan, maybe United States Bank, Standard Chartered Bank. So, state government, now state government in India, central government, even the corporate sector can borrow this amount directly from, commercial bank. But if the interest rate is equal to Zagor, And that's the meaning of like what? London Interbank Offer Rate. I think this is the commercial rate. So I think this commercial borrowing is coming from that. Is equal to that. So it has no grant element. India also borrows this amount. Irrigating. But again it is a pro-cyclical. Pro-cyclical means if your credit confidence is very high, repaying capacity is very high, only when the commercial borrowings are level at the top. Sorry, if a pro-cyclical, so it is pro-cyclical. So okay, merit is there, you can borrow amount, but demerit of this amount is that again it is a hard money. Hard money means as it comes in, it's so. Another money, as it comes in, it's so hard, volatile, uncertain, unfaithful, cannot be relied upon. But anyway, ultimately they put a confidence and they come to. Okay. Now, this is the idea of commercial borrowing and analysis. Now let's come to FII. Financial institutions, institutional investors, FII. This one called is portfolio capital. Portfolio capital may be BDR, ADR and foreign institutional investors. Before 19, India had no choice. Our capital markets were closed. So in September 1999 economic policy, we started asking the foreign institutional investors to join our stock market. It's very historical. But, you know, everybody knows about this FII's role, that the buying and selling of shares. If they buy shares, capital comes in. If they sell shares, capital goes out. Selling and buying, it means it is hands-free to buying and selling. If you are buying, capital is coming in, our BSE manufacturers in fact go up. If it is selling, it goes up. It's a boom and bust, we can call it. Boom is there when domestic materiality is high, capital inflow is coming, demand for share is rising, then we are having boom. In the same way, it comes up. So, India had this, very bad experience of 1920, 92, 93, our son was going, Hasad Mehta attitude. Within 6 months, in Hasad Mehta, the price of India is a decent BSE standard, I think 2,000 to 4,000 within 6 months. Even just now in 2007 and 2008, our BSE standard was 20,000. My friend Dr. Rajesh asked, Daddy, you are in the government years. Are you going to Japan now? And what? Oh, sir, it is just a 20, point college we are having the sentence. No, sorry. When I speak party, I am not a shareholder, so that's why I cannot reply to you. The point is, after 6 months, it came down to 8,000%. Because $20 billion came in India in 2007-2008. 10% increase. Our exchange is increasing. Foreign exchange increased $310 billion. But it is no time it came down. So I think I can call it as a good capital. It's something as it goes up. My other question is that whether we can rely upon this capital. And if it is related to economic growth, it is a stable capital. So I can call it as it is not a stable capital. It is a, volatile. It is unfaithful. It is uncertain. But on the other hand, it provides the confidence. If it is high, the business confidence is very high. The entire world is very awesome that India is having the 20,000 CSE effect. It means the first 5 countries, the capital is coming in. Now the recent numbers are like integrities, against they say, okay, this is good, but it is not good for the developing country like India. Because it is not related in itself with the growth rate. They say it is a spectrum. just like you are having the money in the casino coming and going. But anyway, it is a market in India which is booming and fast. So this is a consistent clarification of the foreign institutional investment. We are having now, as our markets are open, we have created a total confidence in the minds of the investors, and now it is a bigger problem. There are two problems in the world. One problem is poverty. When you are poor, what do you think? Another problem is also there. What? When you are rich. A poor has different problem because he faces scarcity. And a rich man faces surplus problem. How to fix this around? So now, before 91, we had a different problem. Now after 91, we have different problem. Because it's a basic question for the bank itself, how to manage this excess amount of capital. You know how much capital is coming to your country? It is more than current account deficit. So the record in the world, because generally foreign capital is divided equal to the current account deficit. But today we are not 400 more than that. So it creates active rate program, depreciation, appreciation, because value is available in the market. But our economics are very trained. You know, internalization. So we internalize this capital so that the total value impact of this excessive foreign capital does not have a value impact on our size of our money, and our inflation remains controlled. So we do not try, allow to go into high power money. So we are internalizing it. Our economics are very clean. So this is FII money. Okay. Last point is FDI, foreign direct investment. Foreign direct investment has all merits. But I have compared all types of real capital with one merit and demerit. First merit, demerit, all types of capital. I have discussed it. FDI is treated as a best medicine or best capital. It has merit, but I will tell you that it has also the demerit. What are the merits of it? I think there is no question of defining FDI because I think you must have discussed everything already today. But I can say the foreign direct investment, after 91, India shifted her policy from debt to non-debt capital. And I think as for the new investment policy, India allowed 51% equity in 34 private industries. Why does it follow the RBI without this was the automatic route? Another was through the foreign investment promotion board on case-by-case basis. NRI were allowed to buy their houses. NRI were allowed 100% equity in hotels, in sick industries, in hospitals, just on the area 100% equity. In all sick industries we are allowed. So, and second, the FDI was also allowed oil exploration. Private sector was allowed in coal to be owned and run by the private sector. And the most fundamental issue was Hera was changed by trade. And the last one was India joined Liga. Very wonderful word which I am going to tell them. I think you may not be aware. What is the Liga? Please.
Multinational investment.
Just this wide telling you, multilateral
Investment guarantee.
Yes. I agree. Multilateral investment guarantee agency. Please remember this word. Multilateral investment guarantee. India joined in I think chapter 92. What this agency does know, any foreign direct investment is coming to any country, but it does not go to any country because of certain programs, because it provides non-commercial risk. Commercial risk which can be undertaken, but non-commercial risk which cannot be undertaken by anything. This data provides non-commercial risk insurance for that, like steel, disobedience, war, strike. So So FDI foreign investors do not go to those countries where they are hiding. Just like in Uganda and Pakistan and Bangladesh. So these foreign direct investors come to such countries where, just like India. Now the MENA says, MENA provides a guarantee to the foreign direct investors, please don't mind, you go to Uganda, you go to Bangladesh, you go to Nepal. Whatever the risk you are going to take, it is a sort of protection that I have. That is illegal. So it is not provided man. So it is protection to all the world. So it is also joint. Anyway. So this was the news that was first. After that, we started working FDI. In the first year, FDI amount was $0.1 billion. Later on, it increased to $15 to $16 billion. And recently, about $42 billion FDI we are taking. Wonderful point. We are not less than taking $7. So the maximum amount we are receiving. As for some facts about this FDI, that about the participants, FDI participants in India, I think voice is some 40%. And then Singapore, and then Japan, and then other countries, that all this is some 40%. And the major countries are just under 70% for first 5 countries. So far the state distribution is concerned in India, I think Bangalore, Mahendra is taking the function of first state in taking this, FDI. Then Bangalore, then Gujarat, then Delhi. Bengal is very big, and Kerala is doubtful. There is no amount in Kerala. So this is the local distribution. But anyway, there are 5 states that are taking the maximum amount of FDI. So on this sectoral distribution is concerned, I think you will show the service sector is inviting the most contact more here. Anyway, my point is there that during 1890, during the first decade, FDI rate of utilization was very poor. It is just 13 to 14%. No, 26 to 24% only. Means, if the 100 rupees have come, only you have utilized 24% only. What about the rest of the amount? So during the first decade, it was very poor performance in utilizing the foreign direct investment. But after that, we improved a lot. And now it is more than 100% we are utilizing. I just say there are some points that the main point of this low rate utilization was that our EOC and advocacy conditions were very poor. What do you mean by EOC? Overhead country, very good. And advocacy infrastructure was very good. So if these two countries are very poor, so the FDI was not there. Second, our corruption rating was very high. Our transparency was not good. Our systems was not, the fundamentals were also very high. Our rate of return was very poor. Out of 220 public sector units formed, 200 was lost losing. It is a manufacturer. Public sector management. The all public sector units are losing money. They are the money loser and money gainer. You have got any right to survive in this country? No. Absolutely not. If you want to sell now, you mean, if state electricity goes to anyone, no idea is not, no money is not. Who will charge money from your pocket first? You are always checking on how to hide this money. You are not going to pay a full amount of electricity. Engineers and customers say, what is please? You have a 1 lakh rupees to predict rate limit, just you 20,000. 50-50. So, in the whole state electricity board, ordinary 130% is now going to take 40. They are not going to take. In this situation, I think FDI rate of utilization was very poor. But after some time, I think new laws and new programs, and they are there. So they are ready to come and tell me. Okay. Now, the next point is, which I know, let me come to you now. These are the, which are calculated in my field. I think this also was, I have told all types of practice to you. But now some technical work, bilateral aid is a function of domestic relations and low per capita income and poverty. It goes there. Anyway, I have already told. IPRA money is a function of low per capita income, high credit worthiness, and low EOC elasticity. When you consider low EOC elasticity, IPA, if you are high cost, low EOC, low SOC, and low PCY. IMF is a function of external economic shocks and domestic economic shocks. Commercial borrowing is a high credit worthiness. If you are not high credit worthiness, then you know commercial borrowing here. FDI, sound macroeconomic management, and sound EOC and elasticity. NRI money interest rate differential. Anyway. This is our empirical estimation. Now, this is a very, very important point. Given average or RCI. RCI, we want to protect more RCI. What are the determinants? The basic process for employment, foreign vendors. How we can attract more capital? The first point is high growth rate and large capital market size. Obviously, if you have money in your pocket, you can buy all manufactured fashion. You are having the large market. India is providing the large market for all industries. India is providing the high growth rate, high growth per capita income. Even in China, India, both the countries have provided during the last 10 years the best growth. China has 9 to 10% growth rate. India has also 8 to 9% growth rate. Don't mind India is just now coming down. I think we should not bother about it. India is just having even among the world. Don't worry. If it is a 5%, we are not going there. But even if it is more than that, before the entire world we are found. So don't bother about it. No. Okay. More openness. More openness criteria is openness means export plus import to be divided by GDP. If you are more open, if you are allowing more export, if you are allowing more import, if you are more open, all trade restrictions you are removed, you will invite more capital. Because foreign direct investors, they don't want any type of restrictions now. Clear on that? Realistic activity, your exchange reserve is very high, your DSR, debt service ratio. So it shall take this amount, this word, debt service ratio equal to P plus R to be divided by export average multiplier. If you export, management will side of the first. DSR, debt service ratio, P plus R to be divided by export average during the year. So if it is low, 4 or 5%, so if your own sound macroeconomic stability is there, foreign direct investors, but then will come here. Because your fiscal deficit is very fine, your current account deficit is very high, you are having the plenty of foreign exchange, there is no problem. That's coming. So we can invite if your macroeconomic stability is there. Next point, good infrastructure. Obviously, I think that's because there should be good EOC and SOC to invite. So India must be growing. Our area additionally, the incentive side of EOC and SOC. I'm calling it India. Yeah, what? Incentive state. Incentive when child starts studying. You will laugh at it. I was very selective in the foreign capital in Finland and the people laughed at it. What do you mean by the incentive? There's a full of setting and very fine handling and you are calling that India is inviting EOC and SOC. Just to go around and see the Rajabhat and all types of, rural sites and other types of cities. What is the condition of the road? What is the condition of drinking water? Ordinary drinking water, plain, regularly barrier, solvent. कहाँ से पीजिएगा पानी? Drinking is doubtful. Road and river conditions. If your time molecule is your receptive body, if you try to change this for 1 or 5 kilometers on the very big road, the marginal delivery of this marginal capacity of this car reduces from 20 years to 1 year or higher. If you go to any Rajabhat road and get a road, and you are particularly effective just throw the bypass. Every time we change this well, just you have your passport, your 3 weeks. What will you do the life of your car? 20 years are reduced to 1 year. Marginal efficiency of your car is reduced. What car needs? Efficient growth. Second, health. Health very important. We are losing our health. Our hairstyle is very fine. My food is very fine. Meaning I am healthy? Yes. Health means effective health. If there are two persons, one American is the same computer, and Indians are not living in the equipment. If they live and live in our labor, are working with two computers. If American is producing 25 units, and Nepali Island is producing 2 units, both seem to be healthy, but there is something wrong. क्या है आपको सब कुछ नजर आता है, आप सब कुछ है, आप शिक्षा सही है, कंप्यूटर हो, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी हो, everything is there. Why the productivity is low? It's a management problem. Motivation to the work? I'm not asking you, please. I told you all this, the signal is all on for top of that. Enjoy my lecture. I'm not better than the one. I don't believe the rest of the noise. Now, India is one country where it has to help the problem. I'm not developing a national authority. What is a national authority? National authority says that if you are fully qualified, if you are fully educated, if you are fully healthy, if you are fully employed, if you are fully trained, minus what? You are not interested in work. Against your salary. This is a doctor's job. You are salesman because no one can take you to work. You are highly. You are saying that this is correct because he is taking some money from you for okay. Okay, this is a physical corruption, but we are all part of the invisible corruption. When no one can detect this corruption, when you are not working against the salary, you are contributing, you are so corruption is starting in the learner. So finding healthy man is healthy who works for the salary. If you are a good student, first this nation after knowing everything that you know the management technique. If you are a student, if you are a worker, if you are a tailor, if you are a hairdresser, if you are a shoemaker, please train yourself that you are a shoemaker. You are a doctor and a teacher. All them the little work. So health means effective health. When you are interested to work, when you enjoy your work. Teacher are a professor, but you wanted to become a teacher or a professor. Then you are not. You are not enjoying the profession. So that means it is not a sorry, I need work. Anyway, so our conclusion is that infrastructure is very important. And what I told you about the digital authority, that India should not be from digital authority. We should work against ourselves. Okay, and low TSR and high financial discipline. This is the new one which I think is, added financial discipline. What is financial discipline? Financial discipline is very simple here. That financial system must be strong enough. Your banking system, your loan negotiation system, your loan negotiation, your LIC, your capital market, your money market, your banking, your financial services must be strong enough. But if your financial system is not sound, you will be a financial manager and a boss. No country can survive. Serious case is East Asian countries. East Asian countries were called a tiger. Look towards tiger. Everyone was talking. But now, after some time, after 27, all 20 tigers lost in the market. What fast. Thailand is started, Philippines, South Korea, all these countries, China. Correct. Just like this. Correct. Tiger. You want tiger? You can? Or we can no tiger. Then what? What was the responsibility of that? I tell you, financial system is responsible. You are the whatever the capital you are earning. If your financial system is not strong enough, you cannot have this capital with you. This is a rough insurance. Rough insurance says, rough things does not stay with anyone. You feel very happy. What I put it in my pocket. I'm sure that this makes you restless after behavior you said. After your heart beats over heart beats. Or you can say, yeah, please go to the market. मुझे मार्केट ले चलो क्योंकि मैं आपके पास नहीं रहना था Okay, that is mobile. Don't put your heart in body. Just it's unpainful item. So, if it now, Ireland, Greece, football, all these countries dominated 300 to 400 years in our world. What is Greece now? Everybody knows. What is football now? Everybody knows. Ireland started begging. Spain and Italy are in first round. All European countries which dominated the 300 to 400 years in our world, they have been begging. All countries have been put under the austerity. So you have to use the austerity means all European countries have put under austerity. अभी अभी मैंने austerity का meaning बताया था क्या बताते हैं? Reduce your expenditure. So all European countries under the IMF program they have been asked. And what their countries just know? Their debt service ratio is very horrible. About 200 in Portugal and Greece. Current account deficit, which is just 1 or 2%, now they are having 30%. All old men in Europe under austerity program have been asked to go back. You are retired at 65, 60, now the age is up to 67. Go back. No pension for Saudi now. Because you are enjoying after doing nothing, now you started enjoying. And therefore, now 0% is answer. So they have asked you to go back. Austerity and austerity, no pension is available to you, and don't come to your service. Please go and fight. Okay? Don't take your time that you are an old man. How old you are old man? Just 60 years. 60 years old? So the European has asked you to hold your up. Don't hold yourself as it is. You are part of the you must be part of Russia. You say that I am retired? What do you mean by that? Economists have calculated the scientific story that if you fall in unemployment, you are a retired person, that you are intelligent. 40% of total cost is incurring the public expenditure. The total public health is incurring 40% on health. Because 3% is qualified. Okay? Something to be question mark now. The group has turned on this one. So you are outside. Go back to your country. And what? So long your eyes are okay, so long your mouth is okay, so long you can eat bread over, so long you can say why I say. How can you say this, my old man? Don't say. Go to your life. Now the group is done. So India should not come into this space after changes. Brethren, don't celebrate and function of a bad man. It must be long. I lost my strength with this degenerating process that you can reduce it, you can eliminate it because it is hammering the total productivity of the nation. India may be a cause of this, Europe of that. Anyway. So these are financial difference. Financial difference, these are calculated I think the LCGDP ratio. LCGDP ratio I'm just now showing some certain of this. This is the data which I collected just to test my model. And just see, this is all graph here we find now. See, we find current account deficit for the long term from 1970 to and this is point. This was the current account deficit, which had certain amount of fund capital against it. Just to meet it. Then just see, the foreign investment, it includes the GDP, FDI and FII. Just see after 91, this was see the graph. Foreign capital has gone. Our financial openness, this is trade openness. Trade export plus import GDP after 91 again it has moved. So India is moving upward now. Financial discipline, which I have calculated here. That financial discipline after 90, it was just a 40% or 50. Now after 80%, it is from my own econ lab. I calculated this data. Actually means that C plus GDP plus time deposit to be divided by GDP, and this is it is enhancing growth. So your use of cost or you. If you see financial decline, as industry increases growth rate, as agriculture increases growth rate, this financial decline is reduced up. I am having all this issue for the last 6 years. I have seen the relationship between the high growth rate and financial discipline. That in the financial discipline, export GDP ratio 90 after 91 it has gone up. Import GDP ratio again it has gone up. National exchange rate, it is nominal exchange rate has gone up. Now, this foreign exchange reserve, it was just for few weeks there now. It has gone up. 2, 3, 10, 3, 14. Okay. So, I have calculated certain features of this. This is based on a quantification. Quantification क्या होता है ये मैं आपको बता देता हूँ. Quantification is a long term rate. It is econometric science. मैं आपके सामने 2 एग्जाम्पल दे रहा हूँ. एक गार्डन जैसे one child and one is mother. Mother यहाँ पर है, child उसको नहीं पढ़ते. Neither mother nor child knows what is the movement of my money, what is the movement of my child. They are completely ignorant. दोनों नहीं जानते. But a person with dog is like संकट के साथ में एक dog के साथ हाथ जाना. वो they are moving. Sometimes dog is inside, sometimes owner is inside, sometimes owner is inside, sometimes dog is inside. होता है. But they know the destination. Even after the oscillations go the cat. शराबी कैसे करता है? शराबी घूम के चलता है, मगर उसके बावजूद वो अपने घर पहुंच जाता है. कहाँ गया, नाले में गिरा, वो गिरा, तो लिखने को जो साथ along that goes that even after the oscillations in the whole thing, but oscillations are towards the long term. The quantification is a long term. We find however the foreign capital is up and downward because FIA was there, and the best price I calculated there. This is GDP actually, so that the financial difference. So see, the I think more or less similarly, financial difference and GDP growth rate in 1 or 2 years maybe high, but for the cylinder of 70 and 2010, we find a very close relationship. That is why financial difference and financial liberalization also we must continue. Okay. Then per capita income and again financial difference. Again it is a very similar in these two. Okay. Then we find, I think, export, openness and GDP. I think similarity is not much. Okay, so oscillations is very high in this plot. Then openness and GDP, I think it is better. So openness and financial difference, both the graphs are showing very good results. This is a very high technical point. I think if you have not studied the Johnson point division type analysis, it's a very difficult to understand. But anyway, my results are saying that it is a positive relationship in all the factors. Okay? And this is the positive resistance which are told. Again, it's a very difficult issue of variable positive effect. Okay. My paper attempts to empirically the greater difference of happy area. With a new scientific methodology, we take into the unit of testing to check the order of qualification, testing Johnson's qualification test to check the long relation. Among the variables for the period of 2009, our VR include foreign investment, trade openness, financial opening, GDP growth rate, and per capita income growth rate, export and foreign exchange rate. We have tested the order of integration for all the variables with the help of augmented digital test and Phillips parent test. We find that all the variables showing stationary after first session. After studying the order of integration, we find Johnson quantification power among the variables. Out of 6 variables in the VR, first 4 are significant at other levels. They are defined that the critical quantity in the number of variables and we present why. Neoliberal policy of 91 has improved the growth rate of the economy. Neoliberal policy of 91 has improved, taking into all the growth rate of the economy. Hence, India needs to continue accessing policy of LPP. As it remains, liberalization, privatization, and globalization. Because all variables are going to that policy quality in India. Now, the last point is, I have told you all types of capital. I will ask you the certain questions to you. Whether that capital which involves high debt is good or whether non-debt capital which there is no debt. But for SBI, I tell you one thing. SBI has been treated as best item of a source of capital. But a new word I am adding to your knowledge, this is called as a footloose capital. Footloose, not a word. Footloose capital. Please write down this word and I'll write down the short down of the footloose capital in your magazine of your institute or all. What is the footloose capital? Yeah, this is right. This is a very simple one. Because it does not stay inherently for a long time. The main reason the gentleman is right, the wife, that it is not interest. It cannot be influenced by the interest variable. If interest rate is high, it is good, no. It is interest. But probability of survival is very high against the local power. If there is something good market, it can go to that country. Pensacola, there are 2 countries that are example. They moved from one country to another country. So the point is that even FDI is a good capital out of demand, but even then, it has a certain demand also. Now, India, your argument is India faces a challenge. India facing a challenge? Now, what? Our EOP and EOP conditions are in a bad shape. Is it okay? Our economic facilities, our social policies are now in a good position. We need capital again for this. Is it? Our SOP needs drinking water, our roads, our railways, रोड हैं तो GDP की बस को समझ आप देख लें तो वहां पर इतना होने के बावजूद भी 50 बच्चे पिछले दरवाजे मिलेंगे 50 आगे मिलेंगे। यदि विदेश में आप जाते हैं तो इंटर कॉलेज जहाँ पर है जहाँ कॉलेज में सारे बच्चे स्टूडेंट सब बैठ जाते हैं। ट्रेन तो आप एक साल पर खड़े होते जाएंगे। और EOC and SOC पानी की आप रखते हैं प्लेटफॉर्म पर जाते करते हैं हर चीज खाना खाते करते हैं। It means our EOC are in a bad state. We need it capital. Okay. Then what is the solution? What type of capital we want? We want foreign aid. We want commercial borrowing. We want private capital, FDI, foreign investment. So this is a question. Some say India is a very good country now. India has a strength of financial result. Why you are asking more money for that? So the people will say, okay, India does not want any capital now. Because we have plenty of things now. But it is not a question. Incidentally, we need infrastructure for that. Our first pipeline is asking a new bond to provide this money in this infrastructure bond for long term. Because our central infrastructure is very poor and very big. But next point is, construction of road is very high. You have constructed the road, railways, with the help of local money and outside money. But after the road construction is over, after a first raining, the road conditions become worse. Money was available for the construction of roads only. Who will provide this money for the reconstruction of roads? For the reconstruction of roads? It is responsible for the nation. Who will provide? The state government. We have no funds. That idea required that we have money for the road construction. Please maintain the road. Why are not maintaining the road? Who will provide this money if your road is that condition? There is no making grounds for that. When you are running on a bridge in very bad conditions, in Bihar, I think most of the bridges are in very bad conditions. After a train से वहाँ निकलता मौत हुई है और नीचे झांक के देखो इस ब्रिज की क्या हालत है. So bridge, canal, road, train, it is our very fantastic. We want to develop drinking water, health, sanitation, we need all. So this is what it is. What type of factor you want? So before you ask me questions, so I have posed all types of factors for you. In a very simple, study की story की तरह मैंने आपको बता दिया. हर एक कैपिटल का कंसेप्ट और डायरेक्शन आपको दे दिया. अब मैं आपको पूछ चाहता हूँ कि इंडिया को आगे कौन सी कैपिटल की जरूरत है? This is not a wholesale and joint answer. Any person, please, I think you are a good friend, child, please. If you are answer, please. I don't ask you. Because we need to watch now. We are teachers, we are lecturers, we are already students. So we learn something from you, you learn something from you. It's a reciprocal. So please, you are going to very good marriage tomorrow. So I want to what type of factor can you reach now?
So we can't have any blanket policy because the government still needs
please, when you speak, please stand up. So that others will hear what you are.
We can't have blanket policy for the capital requirements because the government still needs capital for associate DOC. So the government will have to rely either on foreign funding or trade. But for infrastructure development, the government can and does invite FDI. So the fast development of DOC should be undertaken to FDI, whereas SOC will still need to be funded by the government until the point it can store up tax revenues which it can use later on. So it will have to be combination, there is no straight answer.
Please get it back. You. Yes, please, sir. My thing is to count as you finish your yes. Frankly, this is your part, not mine. Yes.
So according to me, India should invite FDI because it is still an untapped market in India, and India is growing, but still it needs investment from outside because India has not grown at the rate it should have grown, and so to capitalize that growth, it should involve the other countries.
Very good. So I think let me have to have more than 2 points. I think we are very good. But let me suppose we are there. Even the recent this house of love, but I do not bother because this house is not a man of concept. We have hundreds of like into the area. He is a man of state life. I will tell you this is fight for everyone. If I say I am a man of state, I am fool. I am a man of foreign capital. I can answer to all questions. But I have discussed, I know it. That I work on all types of capital and I deliver. It is good to be with you on all types of capital. But no trade I talked about. No industry, no agriculture because I do not know anything about it. It is better to say no, I do not know. So my point is that as a student of foreign capital, we must say that India is needs all types of capital. Because every capital has its own specification. FII goes to stock market, FDI goes for long-term projects, IPRA money goes for EOC, IRA money goes for equity, foreign aid for general economic infrastructure projects, commercial borrowing when you don't have money, you can ask. NRI money is separate. Every type of capital has a separate market. So there is no interlinking. Every market is separate. The perfect one. It's not imperfect. So our conclusion is that India still needs all types of capital. Second point, India must be more attractive in using the foreign capital. Our area has proven that we have utilized the entire capital. We have created a confidence in the minds of the world. In the end, I will talk about corruption. Because the people are talking about the corruption, which is the most important, but I think you will look at. Studies have shown that if a country is more corrupt, it is more corrupt. It's a new idea.
Directly proposed.
Outside the discussion. Even I have also told it. Income, four factors of production are there, like land, labor, capital, and income. These are the four factors of production. But if we add a fifth factor of production, that is corruption. With the help of corruption, a country goes high. Because it provides a equivalent. Equivalent, if you don't have the money, project is wrong. Project is cancelled. Project is delayed. If you want to start project today, no money. But if you do not pay, your project is uncertain. You are losing your total profit. If you pay right, you know the richness of Middle East countries. The entire price was paid to acquire the top level of foreign oil companies. They asked them to come here and we will pay this amount. Richness. Recently, one president of one African nation, he was trying 2 years more continuous students. No. This should eliminate corruption. After he is doing this as a self-check, the people and media person asked him, sir, are you going to follow the same policy? He said, no. For the first time, I and myself and my family will be arrested. Are you going to take this kind of action? No. So, corruption is a religion. Corruption is rampant, it is so phenomenal. No country can say that corruption is not there. We are trying unnecessarily again. No. Corruption is very hard to concept. Even in start effect, the corruption is just like a mercury fish where it takes water or not to take water, but it remains in the water. So the point is, I'm taking the 2 points. Probability of being caught and probability of being punished. There are 2 words. Probability of being caught and probability of being punished. If it is less in any country, corruption cannot be eliminated by any law. If it is there in Australia, it is not there. So, even then India is a more corrupt country, but there is a contrast in that. On the one hand, we are saying India is a good country, but on the other hand, India is the most reliable country in the world. किसी चोर के घर में अपना पैसा रखने जाएंगे क्या आप? जो ऑलरेडी चोर हो उसके पास पैसा रखिएगा, बैंक के पास रखिए, जो रिलायबल हो तो वही करता है. India is a more reliable country. That's our banking system is solid without that money. I'm not recommending that, corruption here now. Now my point is that we have developed a story that corruption, physical corruption and illegal corruption and probability what is probability of being right. Point is that tomorrow we should understand the meaning of the corruption. Corruption is not a meaning that I have thought you are taking your money from your pocket and abuse. It is just transfer money from your pocket to my pocket. आपके खाने के बजाय पैसे खा लो. It is just a transfer of money. Input and crime. Countries are going to hunger in a day. What is the basic corruption that I told you in the corruption? It cannot be caught. क्या बताते मैंने जब हम अपने खुद के लिए काम नहीं करते, जब हम स्टूडेंट होकर बर्बादी करते हैं, हम स्टूडेंट नहीं होते, हम इंजीनियर बनने गए थे मगर हम कुछ और बन के आ गए, हम डॉक्टर बन के गए थे हम अच्छा बन के आ गए, हम पॉलिटिशियन कुछ और दिखते हैं करके कुछ और हैं, हम वैसे करना देते हैं मगर खुद अपने प्रॉफिट इंस्टीट्यूशन चलाते हैं. दिस इज नॉट हम निकला करके these two are not interested to us. We are waiting. I'm not sorry that it is in India. But I'm not sorry. I'm not terrified that. How the policy fight? My God. Students of college actually, what is there right there? But it's center line, just walking and just watching his face in the mirror. Oh, how to fight that? This is kind of fun that is in India. So please, it's the most important point is that corruption must be defined in a proper state. Now, tomorrow corruption will be defined. Just like a management institute, just like a university of science, just like a university of agriculture, tomorrow it will be the university of corruption. Vice Chancellor will be the PhD in corruption. Professor has to pass the procedure. I think, Professor are the category. PhD corruption, PhD corruption. United States has legalized it. US has legalized it. Corruption must be made bigger. What is that in it?
Corruption.
So it is ISI, India Institute Institute, has recognized as a corruption degree. Tomorrow, this institute, I am asking my director also, please ask your ISI that how to sanitize your knowledge so that tomorrow I again come here to discuss the issue of corruption. So the corruption is going to be important in science classes. Okay? So corruption is not a bad. Corruption is a bad. It's not out in our mind. But in one country, in certain countries, they have legalized it. In Saudi Arabia, in UAE, what is that? You do whatever you want. But these 5% of the total income will accept that. Two, Kaushik Basu is a famous economist. I am not thinking for him. He is an ocean, I am just a drop. He asked it. It should be made bigger. No financial solve this problem. No society can solve this problem. Because it is mutual beneficial. If the both the parties are getting benefits, how you can eliminate it? No. So anyway, but our country is bargaining on this issue. I ask the students to don't involve all these unwanted items. Try to understand the meaning of balance sheet. Try to understand the meaning of the banking story. Try to understand the meaning of financial system. Try to understand the economic fund and information technology. So that I think the country is much better. क्योंकि इकोनॉमिक्स ने कहा यदि मेरे देश का आवाज मर जाए मुझे कोई अफसोस नहीं होगा, यदि मेरे देश की रानी मर जाए तो भी अफसोस नहीं होगा, यदि मेरे देश का वजीर मर जाए बड़ा दुख होगा क्योंकि वो वजीर राजा कहता है. पर उसने कहा यदि मेरे देश का एक लेबर, एक क्लर्क, एक डॉक्टर, एक साइंटिस्ट मरता है तो सभी आई थी. तो मैनेजमेंट स्टूडेंट्स, डॉक्टर स्टूडेंट्स, ऑल स्टूडेंट्स or something. Whether you are labor or a driver, in the Australia, drivers are most significant job. Where all of us are labor driving track. Here in India, you are driver, you are postman. What is that? I don't know. But in Australia, just see, if you are a driver, the most significant man, money salary, driver salary, driver salary, doctor salary, hygiene salary, all are equal. Everybody is equal. Because, say, You are a doctor, are you more important person than a gardener? You must say. Gardener is more important person because he gives you the fresh air, which compares to no fail. आपको बीमार होने से बचाता है और डॉक्टर का बीमार हो गए तो उसको बचाते हैं. So a gardener is more important than doctor. A salesman, a girl is standing in a house in the sales house. He is more important than person, than I know. So the point is, don't discriminate whether you are a leader, whether you are a driver, whether you are a postman, whether you are a engineer. Don't discriminate. This is all. This is inherently of the society. That I can discriminate. If you are an IAS officer, sir. If you are a second rate, I think our salute is high. If you are a peon, no. हम अंदर भी नहीं कहते कि क्यों को किसी भंगी को अंदर नहीं कहते हम अंदर से हुआ गया. So I think this is why you do this kind of regularly in India. Doctors say call themselves as a medical officer. It's very easy if you are a doctor. You are saying that are you officer? Teacher wants to become director, vice chancellor, or anything else. Not to it is so important. So please why is that discrimination is always bad in any society? So why? Let me conclude by saying, because we are the practitioners in this. So let me allow please stop it and